What if I told you that in the next 30 minutes, you could release a weight you've been carrying for years, the memories, regrets, and wounds from your past that keep holding you back? Stay with me until the end of this video, because I will guide you through a simple but life-changing practice that will help you finally let go and step into the freedom, peace, and clarity you deserve. This video is about more than just moving on. It's about breaking free from the invisible chains of your past, healing the emotions that drain you, and learning how to live in the present moment with power and confidence. You'll discover why your mind clings to old pain, how to stop replaying stories that no longer serve you, and how forgiveness and acceptance can transform your energy and your future. Let me ask you, do you ever find yourself lying awake at night, replaying the same painful memory over and over? Do you feel stuck in cycles of regret, guilt, or resentment that make it hard to enjoy your life right now? Or maybe you feel like no matter how hard you try, the past keeps showing up in your relationships, your decisions, and even your ability to manifest abundance. If any of that sounds familiar, you are in the right place. In this journey together, we'll explore the spiritual and practical steps to release what no longer serves you. By the end of this video, you won't just understand how to let go. You'll experience it for yourself through a guided ritual that brings real closure, real healing, and real empowerment. So take a deep breath, allow yourself to be fully present, and prepare to step into a new chapter of your life. Because today, we are not just talking about letting go of the past. We are doing it. The hidden cost of carrying the past. Have you ever noticed how the past seems to live inside your body? Even years after an event, your heart can still race when you remember it, your stomach can still tighten, and your mind can still replay the details as if they were happening right now. This is the hidden cost of carrying the past. It doesn't just stay in memory, it seeps into your nervous system, your relationships, and your ability to trust yourself. When you carry guilt, regret, or resentment, you are carrying an invisible weight that makes every step in the present heavier. This isn't just about bad memories. It's about an energetic burden that blocks you from clarity, joy, and abundance. And the more you carry, the more life feels like an uphill climb. The truth is, many people live in a silent prison built from yesterday. They try to move forward, but their energy is tied to what happened behind them. Think of it like dragging a heavy suitcase everywhere you go. On the outside, you may look strong, but inside you're exhausted. This exhaustion shows up as procrastination, overthinking, emotional outbursts, or even physical illness. The body remembers everything, and when the mind refuses to let go, the body pays the price. This is why the law of attraction feels blocked, because while you ask for new experiences, your vibration is still broadcasting the frequency of old pain. What makes this so dangerous is that it's subtle. You may not even realize how much of your life is shaped by the past until you step back and notice patterns. Do you attract the same kind of relationships over and over? Do you sabotage opportunities because a part of you believes you don't deserve them? Do you avoid risks because of one mistake years ago? These aren't random. They are signs that the past is still steering your life. The cost isn't just emotional. It's spiritual and practical. Every day spent repeating old stories is a day lost to your true potential. Yet here's the paradox. The past does not actually exist anymore. It's not happening now. The only place it still lives is in your mind and body. And that means you have the power to release it. But before we talk about how to let go, you must first recognize how much it is costing you to hold on. Until you see the weight clearly, you won't fully commit to putting it down. Imagine if right now, you could measure the hours, the tears, the sleepless nights, and the missed opportunities caused by reliving what's already gone. Would you not want to drop that burden immediately? And this is exactly why this video matters. Because once you shine light on the hidden cost of carrying the past, you realize that healing is not optional, it's essential. It's not about pretending nothing happened. It's about choosing not to sacrifice your present and your future for something that only exists in memory. The doorway to freedom begins here: awareness. When you see the price you've been paying, your heart awakens to the truth. You are ready for release. And the good news is, the rest of this journey will guide you step by step into that freedom. The heaviest part of carrying the past is that it robs you of the present. How many moments of joy have slipped through your fingers because your mind was somewhere else? Replaying old conversations, reliving betrayals, or regretting choices you cannot undo. You may be sitting with loved ones, but your attention is chained to ghosts. You may be chasing new dreams, but the echo of "what if" or "remember when" steals your energy. This is not living. It is existing in a half-life, never fully here, never fully free. And every day this continues, your spirit whispers louder, "You were meant for more than this." And here is the truth that will change everything. Letting go of the past does not erase who you are. It honors who you are becoming. The pain shaped you, but it does not define you. The lessons remain, but the suffering can end. Life is offering you a chance to step out of the prison of memory and into the freedom of presence. But only if you are willing to put the burden down. And that is why you must stay with me until the end of this video. Because in a few minutes, we will do a guided release ritual together, and once you feel the lightness of living without that weight, you will never want to pick it up again. The first step to breaking free from the past is not to fight it or pretend it didn't happen. It's simply to acknowledge it. Awareness is the doorway to liberation. Right now, as you listen, you can pause for a moment and notice, what memory drains me the most? What story from yesterday still has power over me today? You don't have to solve it yet. Just noticing it is already progress, because you're shining light on the shadows that have controlled you unconsciously. This act of awareness signals to your mind and body, I am ready to change. I am ready to release. That readiness is the spark that will ignite the rest of this journey. And that's why you must stay with me until the end of this video. Because what we're building here is not just theory, it's transformation. Step by step, we will understand why your mind clings to old pain, how to forgive without excusing, how to rewrite your story, and finally, how to perform a powerful guided ritual that will allow you to feel the weight literally lift off your shoulders. Imagine finishing this video with a sense of peace so real that you breathe easier, smile wider, and see your future with brand new clarity. That's what's waiting for you if you stay fully present. Don't just listen, experience it. Why the mind clings. Neuroscience plus spirit. Have you ever wondered why your mind insists on replaying the past, even when you desperately want to move forward? Science gives us a clear answer. The brain is wired for survival, not happiness. It remembers painful events more vividly than joyful ones because it thinks remembering pain will keep you safe. It's a survival mechanism. If you recall what hurt you once, maybe you can avoid it next time. But the problem is, the brain doesn't know how to stop. It replays, reanalyzes, and reopens wounds long after the danger has passed. What once was protection becomes a prison. From a spiritual perspective, the ego also clings to the past because it thrives on identity. Your ego says, I am the person who was betrayed. Or, I am the one who failed. It attaches to those stories because they give it a sense of self, even if that self is suffering. Letting go feels like death to the ego because it means losing the old identity. But to your soul, letting go is not death, it is rebirth. The soul knows you are infinite, and your past is only a chapter, not the whole book. The conflict between ego and soul is why letting go feels so difficult yet so liberating when it finally happens. Think about how often you've relived an argument in your head, replaying what you should have said or what they shouldn't have done. Each replay floods your body with the same chemicals, stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, as if it's happening all over again. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a memory and reality. That's why old wounds still hurt physically, emotionally, and energetically. The body literally memorizes pain. This is why people can feel stuck for decades, because their body is addicted to the chemicals of the past. And here's the deeper truth. The past is not holding on to you, you are holding on to it. It's not that yesterday has chains, it's that your mind keeps gripping those chains, convinced they will protect you. But what if the very grip is what's keeping you from moving forward? Imagine holding onto a burning rope. The longer you hold, the more it hurts. The mind clings not because it loves suffering, but because it confuses pain with safety. Seeing this illusion is the first step to breaking it. So how do you begin to unhook yourself? You start by training the body and mind to experience the present moment as safe. Simple practices like deep breathing, mindfulness, or even noticing your surroundings can send powerful signals to the brain. We are here, and we are safe now. Each time you do this, the grip loosens. You're teaching your nervous system that survival doesn't require reliving the past. The more often you anchor in the present, the weaker the hold of yesterday becomes. Spiritually, this is the practice of surrender. Surrender is not weakness, it is strength. It says, I trust life more than I trust my fear. When you surrender the past, you're not saying it didn't happen. You're saying it no longer defines what happens next. This shift in vibration changes everything. The law of attraction responds instantly, because when you're no longer broadcasting frequencies of regret and pain, you begin to attract peace, clarity, love, and new opportunities. Surrender isn't losing, it's winning freedom. And that's why you must stay with me. Because soon, I'll guide you into practical tools to forgive, accept, and rewrite your story in a way that transforms the energy of your past into wisdom for your future. You don't have to erase your history. You only need to change your relationship with it. And when you do, you'll finally feel the chains slip away. In the next part, we'll dive deep into forgiveness, not as approval, but as a sacred act of self-liberation. That is where true healing begins. The first step to loosening the mind's grip on the past is awareness without judgment. Instead of saying, "Why can't I stop thinking about this?" you gently notice, "My mind is replaying because it thinks it's protecting me." This shift is powerful. It moves you from being a prisoner of your thoughts to being the observer of them. The more you practice noticing without attaching, the less energy those memories hold. Start small. The next time a painful memory appears, pause, breathe deeply, and simply say to yourself, "That was then, this is now." Each time you do, you're training your mind to recognize that the past is not your present reality. And this is why it's so important for you to stay with me until the very end of this video. Because awareness is only the beginning. In the next steps, I'll show you how to move beyond awareness into true liberation. Through forgiveness, acceptance, and a guided release ritual that will allow you to feel the difference in your body and soul. Imagine finishing this video with not just new knowledge, but with an actual sensation of lightness, as if the burden you've carried for years has finally been lifted. That moment is coming, and it may be the turning point of your entire journey. Don't miss it. Your healing is waiting. Forgiveness and acceptance. Freedom versus approval. Forgiveness is one of the most misunderstood concepts on the path of healing. Many people resist it because they believe forgiveness means saying what happened was acceptable, or that the person who caused harm deserves to be free from responsibility. But true forgiveness is not about them, it's about you. Forgiveness is a spiritual act of reclaiming your energy from the past. It is the conscious choice to stop drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. When you forgive, you cut the cord that ties your present life to old pain. And in that release, you discover peace. Acceptance, too, is often confused with weakness or resignation. People fear that accepting something means giving up or allowing injustice to win. But in reality, acceptance is about truth. It is about standing firmly and saying, "This happened. I cannot change it, but I can change how I live from this moment forward." Acceptance doesn't erase the past. It transforms your relationship with it. The energy you once used to resist and deny now becomes available for healing, growth, and creation. This is the doorway to freedom. Spiritually, forgiveness and acceptance are like opening a window in a dark room. For years, the air has been heavy, stale, suffocating. But the moment you forgive and accept, fresh air and sunlight pour in. The heaviness lifts. You breathe again. This shift in vibration is not small. It is massive. The law of attraction responds instantly, because your energy rises from bitterness to peace, from resentment to gratitude. And as your frequency shifts, life begins to mirror that change, bringing you people, opportunities, and experiences aligned with your new vibration. But how do you actually forgive? How do you accept something that broke your heart or shattered your trust? The key is to remember that forgiveness is not a one-time event. It's a process. It begins with intention. You don't need to feel ready. You only need to choose to start. Each time you repeat the intention, "I choose to forgive. I choose to accept," your heart opens a little more. Some days it feels easier, other days impossible. That's normal. Forgiveness is like peeling layers of an onion. Each layer brings tears, but each layer also brings you closer to freedom. One powerful practice is visualization. Imagine the person or the situation that hurt you inside a circle of light. You don't have to condone them, but you place them in that circle and say, "I release you to your path, and I return to mine." You may feel resistance, but keep breathing into it. Each time you do this, the energy of resentment dissolves a little more. Eventually, you'll notice something miraculous. The memory still exists, but it no longer has power over you. It becomes just that, a memory, not a wound. Acceptance can be practiced in the same way. When a thought arises, "It shouldn't have happened this way," you gently respond, "But it did, and I am still here. I am stronger now." Acceptance does not erase your feelings. It gives them space to exist without drowning you. By acknowledging reality as it is, you reclaim the power to shape what comes next. Instead of being at war with the past, you step into peace with the present. That peace is fertile ground for growth, for love, and for miracles. And here's why you must stay with me through the rest of this video. Because forgiveness and acceptance are not just concepts, They are practices you can embody. In a few minutes, I will guide you through an exercise where you will feel the power of release for yourself. Imagine finishing this video with your chest lighter, your breath deeper, and your heart more open than it has been in years. That experience is waiting for you. Stay present, because the journey is only getting more powerful from here. The best way to begin practicing forgiveness and acceptance is to start small. Don't try to forgive the deepest wound first. It may feel overwhelming. Instead, choose something lighter, a small disappointment, a minor conflict, or a moment you still replay but that doesn't carry the heaviest pain. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and simply say, I release this. I forgive this. I choose peace. Notice how your body feels after speaking those words. It may not change everything instantly, but it plants the seed. Each time you repeat this, you are training your mind and heart to let go more easily. Forgiveness and acceptance become skills, and like any skill, they grow stronger with practice. And here's the reason you need to stay with me until the very end of this video. Because what you've learned so far is just the foundation. In the next steps, I will show you how to rewrite your story, how to heal your inner child, and finally, how to perform a guided ritual of release that will give you a direct, physical experience of freedom. Imagine walking away from this video not only with clarity in your mind, but with a sense of deep relief in your body, as if the weight you've carried for years has finally been lifted. That moment is coming, and when you feel it, you'll understand why letting go is not the end, but the beginning of a whole new life. Rewrite the story. Reframing and inner child. Every painful memory you carry is like a snapshot frozen in time. You remember the moment of betrayal, failure, or loss in vivid detail. The look on their face, the words they spoke, the way you felt. But here's the truth. That snapshot is not the whole story of your life. It is one frame in a movie, and you are the director. Reframing is the art of changing the meaning you give to what happened. It doesn't erase the event, but it changes the way it shapes you. Instead of saying, "This broke me," you begin to say, "This taught me. This prepared me. This made me who I am today." Reframing allows you to step out of the victim's role and into the creator's role. Imagine looking at your past as if it were a book. You can't remove the chapter that hurt, but you can decide how that chapter influences the rest of the story. Do you let it define you forever, or do you use it as the turning point where your character grows stronger, wiser, and more compassionate? This is the power of reframing. It transforms wounds into wisdom and pain into purpose. The moment you shift the story, your energy shifts too. But to truly rewrite the story, you must also meet the part of you who was most hurt by it, your inner child. The inner child is the younger version of you that still lives within your subconscious, carrying the emotions and beliefs formed long ago. When you were hurt, abandoned, or misunderstood, that child part of you froze in time, waiting to be acknowledged and healed. Today, as your adult self, you have the power to go back, to listen, and to bring comfort to that child. Healing doesn't come from erasing the past. It comes from embracing the part of you who lived it. A simple practice. Close your eyes and imagine your younger self at the age when the pain began. See their face, notice their body language, feel their emotions. Then walk toward them with compassion. Kneel down, look them in the eyes, and say the words they needed to hear back then. I see you. I believe you. Thank you for surviving. You are safe now, because I am here with you. As you place your hand on your heart, imagine the two of you merging into one. This is how you bring healing to the inner child. You become the protector and guide they always needed. Reframing is not denial. It's not about pretending bad things were good. It's about choosing a meaning that empowers you instead of imprisons you. For example, instead of saying, "I failed and I am worthless," you reframe it as, "I failed, and that failure showed me my strength and resilience. I learned something that will help me succeed in the future." The event doesn't change, but the story you tell yourself about it does. And because your beliefs shape your energy, and your energy shapes your reality, reframing changes not just your past, but your present and future too. Spiritually, rewriting your story is like alchemy. Alchemy was never just about turning lead into gold. It was about transforming the dense, heavy parts of the self into light. Your painful memories are the lead. Reframing is the fire. And the wisdom, compassion, and strength you gain are the gold. Each time you rewrite a memory, you transmute pain into power. And the more you practice, the more you discover that nothing in your past was wasted. Every experience becomes fuel for your awakening. And here's why you must stay with me until the end of this video. Because reframing your story and healing your inner child are only the beginning. Soon, I will guide you through a powerful ritual of release where you won't just think about letting go, you will feel it. You'll experience in real time what it's like to drop the weight of the past and breathe in freedom. Imagine the relief of finally putting down what you've carried for so long. That moment is coming, and it may be the most important step you ever take toward peace and abundance. The first step to rewriting your story is simply to become aware of the words you use when you talk about your past. Pay attention. Do you say, "I was broken, I was abandoned, I was a failure"? Or do you say, "I survived, I learned, I grew stronger"? Language is the frame that holds your memories, and by changing your words, you begin changing the way your subconscious stores the experience. You don't have to rewrite the whole story in one day. Start with one sentence, one moment, one new perspective. Choose a memory that has haunted you, and write a new ending. An ending where you reclaim your strength and declare your resilience. This small step begins the transformation. And that's exactly why you need to stay with me through the rest of this video. Because in the next part, I will guide you through a ritual of release that doesn't just reframe the past intellectually. It allows you to let go emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. Imagine finishing this video not just thinking differently, but actually feeling lighter, calmer, and freer. Imagine walking away knowing deep in your heart that the story no longer controls you. You control it. That moment is waiting for you, and it might just be the turning point where your entire life shifts. Don't stop here. Stay with me and experience the release for yourself. Ritual of release. Guided practice. Now that you understand the weight of the past, why the mind clings to it, and how reframing begins to set you free, it's time to go deeper. Talking about healing is not enough. You need to feel it. That's where ritual comes in. A ritual is a physical act that anchors spiritual transformation. It gives your subconscious a clear message: the past ends here. By combining intention, action, and emotion, you create a powerful shift in energy that words alone cannot achieve. In this guided practice, you will experience what it feels like to release the past in a way that is real, embodied, and unforgettable. To begin, find a piece of paper and a pen. Write down the memory, the mistake, the person, or the story that you feel has been weighing you down. Don't overthink it. Whatever comes first is what your soul is ready to release. At the top of the page, write a simple title, "What I've Been Carrying." Underneath, allow your thoughts and feelings to pour out. Be honest, raw, and unfiltered. This act of writing externalizes the energy, moving it from your mind and body onto the page, where it can be seen, acknowledged, and ultimately released. Next, fold the paper in half. Hold it close to your heart and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly through your mouth. As you breathe, imagine all the energy of the past being drawn into the paper. Visualize the paper glowing darker and heavier with every exhale, as if the burden is leaving your body and moving into those words. Feel the lightness growing in your chest as you hand over the weight you no longer want to carry. Now, with intention, tear the paper slowly into pieces. As you rip, repeat aloud, "This is not mine anymore. I release it. I let it go." Each tear is symbolic. It is the cutting of energetic cords that have tied you to the past. Notice how it feels in your body to destroy the physical representation of what once haunted you. Allow yourself to feel relief, to feel freedom, even if only for a moment. That sensation is your soul remembering what it's like to live without the chains of yesterday. Once the paper is torn, place the pieces into a bowl of water, a fire-safe container, or even a trash bin, somewhere they can be discarded. As you do this, visualize the energy dissolving, burning, or disappearing completely. Say to yourself, "The past has no power over me. I bless it, I release it, and I walk forward free." This declaration is powerful because it closes the loop. You're telling your subconscious, "This chapter is done." Take a final deep breath and place your hand on your heart. Whisper to yourself, "I am free. I am light. I am whole." Stay here for a few seconds, feeling the vibration of those words sink into your body. Notice the difference between how you felt before and how you feel now. It may be subtle or profound, but something has shifted. Trust that shift. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one where your energy is no longer chained to the past. And this is why you must stay with me until the end of this video. Because rituals like this are not one-time fixes, they are gateways to a new way of living. In the next and final section, we will integrate everything you've learned and experienced today. I will guide you through a powerful future self visualization that will help you anchor this freedom into your daily life, so that the change you felt in this moment becomes the foundation of your future. Don't stop here. You are closer than ever to true liberation. If you've never done a release ritual before, start small. Don't begin with the most painful wound of your life. That can feel overwhelming. Instead, choose something lighter, a small disappointment, a recent regret, or a minor frustration. The ritual works the same way, no matter the size of the memory. When you feel how freeing it is to release even a small weight, your confidence grows, and you'll be ready to face the heavier burdens. Each ritual builds a new neural pathway in your brain, teaching it that letting go is safe, healing, and empowering. With practice, this becomes a natural response, and the grip of the past loosens more and more. And this is why it's so important that you stay with me until the end of this video. Because the ritual you just experienced is only one layer of healing. The next step is integration, anchoring this feeling of freedom into your daily life so it doesn't fade away tomorrow. In the final part of this journey, I will guide you through a future self-visualization that will help you embody the version of yourself who has already released the past and stepped fully into peace, clarity, and abundance. Imagine leaving this video with not only a sense of release, but a vision of the powerful, free, and limitless person you are becoming. That's the transformation waiting for you. Don't miss it. You've taken powerful steps today, recognizing the cost of carrying the past, understanding why the mind clings to it, practicing forgiveness and acceptance, reframing your story, and performing a ritual of release. But healing is not complete until it is integrated into daily life. Integration means carrying the lessons and energy of this journey into the moments that follow. Your mornings, your relationships, your decisions, your dreams. Without integration, even the most powerful insights can fade like a dream upon waking. With integration, transformation becomes permanent. One of the most effective tools for integration is future self visualization. This is the practice of imagining the version of yourself who has already released the past, healed, and stepped fully into your power. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and picture that version of you standing in front of you. Notice how they move, how they speak, how they carry themselves. See the peace in their eyes, the lightness in their body, the confidence in their energy. This is not a fantasy. This is you, waiting to be embodied. Now, imagine walking toward this future self. Step into their body. Feel their energy merge with yours. Notice how it feels to live without the weight you've been carrying for so long. Breathe as they breathe. Think as they think. Love as they love. This practice rewires your subconscious. It teaches your mind and body that this new version of you is real and available right now. Every time you repeat this visualization, you anchor the vibration of freedom, and life begins to mirror it back to you. But integration doesn't stop at visualization. It continues with action. Ask yourself, what would my future self do differently today? Maybe they set stronger boundaries. Maybe they forgive themselves faster. Maybe they finally take that leap of faith they've been postponing. Each small choice you make in alignment with your future self strengthens the new story and dissolves the old one. Integration is not about perfection. It's about consistency. Each moment you act as your future self, you bring that reality closer. And here's the key. You don't have to do this alone. This community, this journey, is here to support you. When you share your process, you anchor it even deeper. That's why I invite you right now to comment below, "I choose freedom." By writing it, you're declaring it not only to yourself, but to the universe. And as you put it into words, you are planting the seed of your transformation in fertile ground. This is your moment to step out of silence and into power. Before we close, I want to ask you to take one more step. Subscribe to this channel and activate the notifications. Why? Because healing is not a one-time event. It is a journey. And each new video is another tool, another practice, another moment of inspiration to help you stay on the path of freedom, expansion, and abundance. By subscribing, you are saying yes to your growth, yes to your peace, and yes to your future. And finally, when this video ends, don't stop here. Go watch the next video I've linked, because it will take you even deeper into this process of transformation. Think of this as your next step on the journey. Remember, you are no longer a prisoner of your past. You are the creator of your future. The story you carry from this moment forward is one of freedom, clarity, and limitless possibility. And it all begins with the choice you make right now. You've just taken an extraordinary journey. Together, we uncovered the hidden cost of carrying the past, explored why the mind clings to old pain, discovered the liberating power of forgiveness and acceptance, learned how to reframe your story and heal your inner child, and finally, experienced a ritual of release to let go of what no longer serves you. Each of these steps is not just a lesson. It's a doorway into a lighter, freer, more abundant life. Now, I want to ask you, what is the one memory, story, or burden you are ready to release today? Share it in the comments below, or simply write, "I choose freedom." By putting it into words, you're not just engaging with this community, you're declaring to yourself and to the universe that your healing has already begun. This is your chance to take the first step publicly and powerfully. If this video resonated with you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications. That way, you'll never miss another practice, teaching, or guided journey designed to help you expand your consciousness, heal deeply, and align with the law of attraction to create the life you deserve. Each video is a step further into your transformation. And if you felt something shift inside you today, don't stop here. The next video I've linked continues this journey and will take you even deeper into your healing and manifestation process. Think of it as the next step toward the future self you envisioned today. Watching it will strengthen everything you've just experienced and open new pathways for miracles to enter your life. Remember this, your past does not define you, your choices do. And today, you chose healing, freedom, and growth. Carry that decision with you, and know that you are supported every step of the way. This is not the end. It's the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with clarity, peace, and limitless potential.